All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, riding early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere, and their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Need to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world.
What's up, everybody? It's another Randomness. It's your boy JJ, and so far I got Krish from TWTG Content, and I got Mr.
Hell,
CCD with me. Mr.
Hey,
CCDB, what's up?
what? It's another glorious day. I got to show you a picture real quick, if you don't mind.
No,
I'll
go
share
ahead.
my screen real quick. Let me
Yeah.
get that picture pulled up. Let's see. It starts with an S, I think. Yeah, there it goes. Okay.
Starts with an S. That's cool.
And get up and back over here. Share screen.
Yeah.
Don't need the audio for this one. Application window. That's
Hey,
the one I want to
JJ,
share.
the Bee's Nest Films is asking who was singing.
Yeah, that's Jack Skywalker. Her name's Erin Easton. She's got an absolutely beautiful, beautiful voice. What are we looking at, man?
We are looking at my false artisan sourdough bread. Now, I just pulled it out of the oven just a few minutes ago, so I got to let it cool down for a couple of hours before I cut it. But once I cut into that beast, you're going to see the bubbles in the bread. Oh, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. This is the best version I've done, and I've done 3 so far.
Nice.
I love preparing for these cooking streams because I get to cook. I get to eat all the food that I've cooked preparing for the cooking streams.
Yeah, man, that looks. Oh man, I could eat that right now, just the way it is. I'm talking about cut into it, let the steam roll off of it. maybe some garlic butter in it. Oh, that would
Oh,
be so
let that
perfect.
garlic butter melt right onto it while it's still
Uh,
warm. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yes,
Oh,
sir.
fresh, warm. Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
That's not something you show a high person, Mr. CCDV. That is something you do not want to show somebody.
I'll show you
Um,
how to make it, but unless you're willing to travel to
oh,
Arizona, you can't have any.
well, nah, I probably couldn't make it because I can cook, but I don't bake.
Ha! That's what you kind of do.
You know, it's funny the difference between cooking and baking, right? Cooking is by
About
feel,
half an ounce of weed.
right? And baking is by science. So it's weird going back and forth between the two. I
Man,
never thought I
Yeah.
was that good of a cook, but oh, that bread came out absolutely beautiful. So
Hey, good bread is not easy to do. Good bread takes quite a lot of know-how.
yeah, yeah, and that looks like it looks damn near store bought. So yeah,
Yeah.
congrats on that. Really.
thank you. Yeah, that's what I plan to make for my next cooking video is a sourdough bread. There's going to be a lot of jump cuts because you got to wait, 30 to 45 minutes between each rise, but totally worth it.
All right. Let me take a roll through the chat here. I want to thank everybody that showed up. I want to thank you guys showing up here on the panels. Hopefully, I got a few more showing up. I know of at least a couple, but they're in a current stream right now. But they'll show up after they're done. Night Breeze, Bee's Nest, Random Brad Creator,
Hail random bread.
Mr. CCDV. Oh, wait, you're on the panel. Never mind. Night Breeze, I said that too. Dandelion Fluff, hey sugar, how you doing? Sci-Fi Guy, great to see you as always, my friend. Dave Myers, man, Dave, I'm gonna tell you what, brother. I'm not gonna say what, but I just wanted to thank you. Um, my good friend Legia Eden, she's a old high school friend of mine, known her for years. Um, Elihu, what's up? Pack a bowl for me, bro. I'm happy to see everybody in the chat. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad to see you guys here with me. Hopefully, we're gonna have the illustrious LDG here join us in a little bit because I know he closed up shop to come over here. Because I've sent him a link also, and he better bring his ass over. I'll have to drive to Orlando to kick his ass around Disney World, Disneyland, whatever House of the Mouse. But anyway, I've got an issue. Guys, another one. Not as
Another issue.
bad as not as bad as the one as I had last week, but I got an issue. Good friend of mine. Most of you in the chat who hang around knows him. Pardon me. I believe you guys. I know Chris. You know him. Mr.
Yeah.
CCTV. He may be familiar to you. But Honstar.
Yeah.
All right. He came into town for the weekend and we got to hang out. It's the first YouTuber I've met, but me and Hans been talking for about a year and a half now, like this. Great friend of mine. And we met on a channel called Creepy Little Book. It's a paranormal channel. If you guys like that sort of thing, check him out. Pete's really good at what he does. But during the stream yesterday, me and Han did a live stream yesterday, and there was a gentleman that come in there, and I'm not gonna name names. And me and Han, first and foremost, before channel owners, me and Han is first and foremost mods. Okay, when we're in the chat, we hold a wrench. It's our job to protect the channel owner. From trolls or people, putting hate speech or whatnot in there. Whatever gets by the the YouTube censors and whatnot. Hey, AVP, what's up, sugar? Great to see you.
How's it
Thank you
going,
for
Alicia?
stopping in. Um,
This-
but anyway, I took it upon myself to warn Han about this gentleman because he's been known to act both sides,
Squirrely?
both sides of the coin. And
I've
then
known fellers like that.
yes. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Great to see you. Oh, I hate such and such as good. Get them fuckers off of here. Blah 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 blah. Both sides of the damn coin. He's been kicked off several channels because of it. But I went on about an hour Twitter argument with this man at 6 o'clock this morning because he decided to start spewing some shit on Twitter about it. And I'm gonna tell you what. He's not one to get up on a panel or in a link or talk to anybody. But if you got a beef with me, you find me. Don't Twitter about it. Ain't nobody's fucking business. So I ended up telling him flat out. I'm like, listen, first and foremost, my exact words were, first and foremost, I'm a mod. I said, I warned the channel owner of a problem. Said, I'm sorry if that pisses you off, but all I did was speak the truth. Now I'm closing the door. Okay? I stopped following him and I blocked his ass. And I dare him to set foot in here tonight because I'm going to kick his fucking ass out of here too. Now that I've got that out of the way, how you guys doing? Well, I was meaning to ask you the other night, Mr. CCDV. How was your trip to your brother's?
It was very productive, as a matter of fact. I got to spend several hours with my mom. Made my second test batch at my mom's house. Turns out electric ovens are not as good as gas ovens for making sourdough bread. But we ate sandwiches for dinner that night. Oh, my mom made a Scooby-Doo sandwich. It was like 4 layers thick. It's like, Mom, you're not going to be able to eat that whole thing. She said, want to bet?
Wow.
So she tried. And then I went to my brother's house, got some more antiques. I actually got, it turns out that my sister-in-law's great-grandfather was a teamster, and he drove a team of mules. And she still has all the hardware for the teamsters, for the team rig that he created himself. These were all custom-built blacksmith parts on this teamster rig. So I've got them now. I have to replace all the wood. So, that's going to be a big job. But I'll put it up for auction after I get all the wood replaced.
Okay.
It doesn't have sentimental value to me like the paintings I have from my grandfather's house, but she wants 10% of the profit, so I need to get a decent profit out of it. So I better do the woodwork pretty well.
Well, that's good.
If I can figure out how to set up a mule team rig. I've got all the parts. I just don't know how to set it up.
A what? A
Mule team.
Okay.
The harnesses. I got one leather harness. I should have 2, but I've only got one. So I've got the one leather harness, and I've got all of the hardware that was custom made for that specific mule team.
Okay.
So I just need to replace all the wood. Oof, that's going to be a big job. But if it comes at auction the way I think it's going to come at auction, it should net me some money.
There's a troublemaker.
Hey,
Hey.
OnStar.
What's
Trouble
up,
to
everybody?
Myth, the legend.
Didn't I just see you?
You look kind of familiar, but I don't know.
Really?
You look like somebody that snuck into my hotel room yesterday. when I was still on vacation.
Well, no, there wasn't no sneaking involved. I was let in, and you might want to talk to your other half about that. I had the key, but yeah, it's all good.
I was thinking he looked an awful lot like a hitchhiker.
Yeah, she did say to tell you hey, JJ.
All right, yeah. Tell her I said hey.
Night Breeze, what's up, Night Breeze? Alicia, Alicia. I don't pronounce words.
AVP.
Yeah, that's what I should say. AVP. Krishna, good to see you, brother. Mr. CCDV, good to see you again.
Howdy.
I was talking about the live stream yesterday.
Oh, about the one we did.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What, Night Breeze?
Hitchhikers are dangerous.
What the hell? Don't pull the loaded hand phone out. Oh, the loaded. Oh yeah. I was holding my phone yesterday, and I didn't know it, but someone had mentioned in the chat that it looked like I was holding a gun.
Oh yeah, it did, and I didn't notice it until they said that.
Allie, how you doing, sugar?
Hey,
Dandelion, how are you, darling?
That's no good. Can't have a light right behind me. Sorry, I'm still having my supper, but I thought I'd just, come in anyway.
Man, there's a name I ain't seen in forever. Who's this Honstar guy in the chat? And why the fuck does he got a wrench?
He's some weirdo that you probably gave a wrench a long time ago.
Yeah, same here.
Back when you were, it's probably back when you were on Chatterbait. When you were doing the cam shows.
All right, fine. Okay, I'm gonna get my man out to fix your little red wagon.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Pixels, what's up, brother?
What's going on, everybody? What's up?
That's a good soundbite. I like that soundbite.
Took you long enough to get here, but listen, man. Why, But with that being said, I want to thank you for shouting me out like that. I caught the very tail end as you was closing shop. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Hey,
absolutely.
We all need all the support we can get, right?
Absolutely.
He always says he's doing the waiting room, waiting for someone more interesting to to come up.
Well, you know what?
He always says that.
I don't ever, I stopped doing this a long time ago, talking down about myself. But with that being said, because I don't want nobody to think that's what I'm doing, there's several great YouTubers also streaming tonight, and you guys decided to come and watch me. It's greatly appreciated. You guys decided to come hang out with me. It is greatly appreciated. Or you could have went to the waiting room and could have watched paint dry.
I clicked I clicked the wrong link, and I was too embarrassed to tell you that I was trying to go on one of the better streams, but I clicked the link for this stream, and I was too embarrassed to leave when she put me in the show. So
there's too much pressure on the other streams. I only go to the Hangout streams.
You know what? I'm about to do something that I don't normally do, and it's all Han's fault, guys. Really.
Oh no.
It's all your fault, man.
I don't know now what I.
What did he do to you?
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know now what I brought up.
I had my first beer yesterday that I've had in about 10 years.
And your second.
And my second. No, don't get me wrong. I drink, but normally when I drink, I drink Crown. That's it. I'm a Crown guy. But he said we're sitting there doing a live stream, and before we started, I'm like, man, you got another beer? He goes, yeah, in the fridge. I'm like, fuck, he's got a fridge. Cool. Open it up. Yes, there's the beer. And oh god, it tasted good. It was good and cold.
If I get a hotel room, it's gonna have a mini fridge for my beer.
I don't know. Aren't you guys in the States? Do you have like American beer?
Well, we can get a little bit of all kind of beer, because that we do sell imported stuff.
Mm.
But most of ours is American, yes.
And it's mostly lower alcohol content, I think, than a lot of our Canadian friends are used to.
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
usually
noticed.
usually
That's unfortunate.
3.5 is the standard. 3.5 is the standard for beer
4.
in
Yeah, it's like
convenience stores.
it's
Oh,
like
what? It's
four.
like all
It's
the
like
calories and none of the getting drunk.
it's like 4 point.
Yeah, all the calories, but none of
Most
the getting drunk.
most of the names mainstream beer is like 4.2. Is
Well,
what
we
it
do.
normally is.
Standard up
Well,
here is like 5, and that's a pretty low.
well, regular beer is higher than that because we was drinking Michelob Ultra.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot higher though. Like this cheap beer I drink, it's 5.9, and that's kind of high for American
I
beer.
think the highest beer I ever had was 12.
Chimay.
Any,
Low
Oh,
beer.
Wow.
Chimay is
any-
good.
anything higher than that here, they call it a high gravity beer, which just means it has a lot of alcohol in it.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's
like
the,
that's like a small brewery catchphrase. Oh, try our high gravity IPA or whatever. That just means, hey, we left more
but
alcohol in.
it's probably because of the way you gauge the alcohol in it is the gravity of it. You drop something in it, and how far it goes up or down in there is how much
Yeah.
alcohol it's got.
Yeah,
Called a
I
high
never thought
gravity.
about that.
Specific
Yeah.
gravity before you start to turn it into alcohol. You take the specific gravity
Yeah.
of the liquid. It tells you how much sugar is in it, and then you can do a conversion rate. Usually, you have like a gauge. I used to make a lot of beer. So you have a gauge you drop in there, and then it sort of floats, and you can sort of see what specific gravity is, and it tells you what your if it uses up all the sugar, this is where your alcohol will be in the finished product.
Yeah. But yeah,
I've got one of those gravity things, but instead of giving you the gravity, it just gives you the alcohol percentage.
Right, or the
nice.
anticipated alcohol percentage.
I only ever used
Very good for
hydrometers
finished product
in fuel, making sure the fuel was pure and out of it didn't have water, so wasn't mixed with diesel. But I know what a hydrometer is.
Yes, you even know the word for it, and I can't remember
Yeah.
that part.
Mr. CCDV showing off with fancy
Yeah.
words like hydrometer.
That's okay. That's a $50 word.
That's
a good
4
word to know.
syllables. Holy cow! I are smart.
But yeah, normally you're only going to get that here normally with like microbreweries or small breweries that make their one batch, high gravity beers. You're not going to really get that here with mass market beers normally.
Yeah, you got to go to real liquor stores to get decent beer like Chimay or what is that Hefeweizen I love to drink. It comes from a
Hefeweizen.
monastery.
Brad.
Oh,
You like sour beers? I love sour beers.
Oh,
yeah.
sours! I love sours in the
So
summertime.
There's
Yeah,
like
they're
2
great.
microbreweries within walking distance of my house here near. I'm near Vancouver in Canada, and yeah, there's like microbreweries everywhere. 2 of them within walking distance. Although I actually really like the cider place that's just a little further away.
I like.
I sort of said
go ahead.
around to Brad in the chat. He said he's making a batch of 9% dark ale at the moment. Yeah, let us know how that goes. I'd be very interested in knowing how you. That'd be, interesting batch.
Oh, Mad Dog 2020. That stuff will make you vomit profusely if you drink too much. I have a Mad Dog 2020 story. JJ, if you'll permit me to tell a slightly short, funny story. My parents were really dumb. When I was a kid, they would leave me at home by myself, and I'm like 16 years old. And they would go camping over the weekend. And I would have like activities to do or whatever. So they're like, oh, you can just stay at home. That's cool. Have a friend come over, stay to keep you company or whatever. So of course that means when you're 16, we're going to find somebody older than us that can go buy us alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a bunch of strawberry banana. I think it was Mad Dog 2020, and it was like bright red, like Hawaiian Punch. Well, in our infinite wisdom, before we got super hammered on this cheap ass Mad Dog 2020. We had a big ass bucket of chicken from KFC. Me and a buddy.
I don't think I want to know where this
So-
story ends.
Yeah, I was gonna say I couldn't see that going wrong at all.
I fall asleep in the living room on the couch. He passed. Well, I say fall asleep. I passed out on the couch. We're hanging out in the living room, just two friends hanging out. We're watching whatever, just getting drunk, eating KFC. I wake up in the middle of the night to this awful sound that sounds like a zombie trying to come through the front door, and it's him throwing up bright neon red chicken throw up all over the living room.
Dude, I was just saying, man, come on.
I'm eating my
I mean-
supper. I'm drinking my supper, man.
Yeah, I'm like, just
yeah.
everywhere. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I going to do now?
I just
'Cause
made
my
perfectly
parents-
good sourdough, and I don't want to eat it now.
So,
Yeah, I'm eating my supper too, but mine is in like the pureed form of a dandelion smoothie. So
yeah, so like I said, my parents being kind of dumb, I was like, oh, and it was in the summertime. So I'm like, oh, so-and-so, he got overheated and got sick to his stomach, and we were drinking Kool-Aid and eating chicken, and that's why there's that's why there's red stain stuff all over the living room.
But did you do it again the next time they went away?
Yeah, but we didn't eat any chicken.
Yeah. You learn your lesson. It's how you learn, right?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
parents
Yeah.
knew exactly what you were going to do, but
That's learning the hard way that Mad Dog don't get along with chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs
I
and
don't know if
shit.
I'd be able to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken again after that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell my spaghetti story. It took a long time for me to be able to eat spaghetti, but you're on the right track in your thinking.
I
But this
still
didn't-
can't drink Ryan Coke.
Cheers.
This didn't have anything to do with drinking. It was something else, but spaghetti was involved, and it took me a long time to be able to eat spaghetti again.
Must not have been too damn long because I saw you eat some day before yesterday.
Well, this was many, 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 many years ago.
Well, wait a minute. Not just spaghetti, ladies and gentlemen. Spaghetti.
You're gonna talk about the whole thing, huh?
Spaghetti and fucking hot dogs and chunks of ham in it.
Oh my god.
And hamburger meat.
You guys
He ate
are
it.
It was
so southern.
no. This was Filipino. It was at Jollibee, a Filipino fast food chain.
Ack.
Yeah, they sell their Jolly spaghetti that has, and the sauce is like way sweeter than like what we're used to as so-called pasta sauce. It's like really sweet, and it has cut up pieces of hot dogs, chunks of ham, like dices of ham, and it's like a meat sauce with that stuff added to it on the
That
spaghetti.
is so gross.
That
All right.
does not sound like delicious at all.
It was actually pretty good.
All
Ladies
right,
and
Here's the plan. This Wednesday, I will make sourdough bread. It may be a stationary camera, but you guys will see me make sourdough bread. Next Wednesday, I will make bolognese, which is the proper spaghetti sauce.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who were here at the opening of the stream, I want to welcome to my panel the lady behind the voice, Miss Erin Easton or Shaq Skywalker. Hey, Erin, how you doing?
Aaron, you're muted.
Hi, Aaron.
Hello, darling. I hadn't seen you in a while.
She's like, wait a second. She,
Streaming. Hey. Because someone asked me to come on, so no.
oh, is that your sister?
Mhm.
Hi,
Yeah,
sister.
I'm her sissy.
Hi, sister.
Whoops, that came out wrong.
But I digress. I'll
Okay,
quit talking
so
about.
much. You're trying to say something and you're like, oops.
I'll
You
quit
can
talking
talk
about
about
getting
gross
sick.
spaghetti all day if you want to. I'll show you.
No,
how
I'm
to
saying
make
I'll
good
quit
spaghetti.
telling stories. I'll quit telling stories and end with vomiting.
Yeah, please.
And
Please
the hot
do.
dog spaghetti didn't end with vomiting. I actually thought it tasted pretty good the whole time, and then
hot dog spaghetti, that's good stuff.
I didn't
just
realize.
wanna eat hot dogs.
What So
I didn't realize till I got to the bottom there was ham, and JJ was already freaked out. He's like, "It's got hot dogs on it." And I'm like, "Yeah, for real." And he's like, "No, you're fucking with me." And I stabbed a piece of hot dog, and I was like, "No, look." And he's like, "No." And then I get to the bottom, and the ham had kind of fell to the bottom, and I was like, "Oh, there's chunks of ham in it too." And JJ's like, "No, I'm out.
Yeah,
Fuck
let her
this
out.
shit, I'm out."
Yeah, I'm sitting there eating my food, right, and he's sitting behind me on the bed. I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck?
Wanting to marry me or something like that?
Yeah.
He
It was
pulled
good
her
though, man. I
Oh,
liked
wait,
it.
hold on, time out. I'm interested now. Hold on, I'm interested. Hang on.
She asks him, she says, "Did you kill her?" And he's like, "Yes, I did." He's lying.
I heard something about marriage and murder.
I have
Yeah.
And lying.
two faces. I have a scar.
There must be a TV on in the background.
No, that's her
This
sister.
beast.
Oh, that's her sister. Oh, okay.
You marry me.
You know, his sister has a scar.
This is
Mm.
this is way more interesting than hot dogs and
Drives that
spaghetti.
girl home to her house and thinks about it.
Mm.
Well, her sister.
Okay, yes. Right now I'm trying to talk to them.
It's
No, she's on point.
She can
hear
keep on going.
everything.
She can keep on going.
We're paying attention to her right now.
It's like a soap opera.
That's the same.
It's
We
like
need
a
like
whodunit.
days of our lives,
Actually,
music
soap
playing in the
operas.
background.
Who is she trying? Who is your sister trying to marry?
Or
She ain't trying to
murder.
marry anybody. I think that's just a show she's watching.
Yeah, no. She.
Can you get copyright struck for somebody explaining to somebody else on the stream what's going on in your TV show?
I don't think
Beauty and
so.
the Beast.
not
Okay.
not the original one and not the new one. It's I don't know when it came out, but it's a different one. Okay, so you know the beast in the original one didn't have a scar, and the new one he did have a scar on his cheek, but that was because he was in the military and something blew up and hit him right in the cheek.
Steve, what's up, brother?
In this one, his wife actually takes a knife and stabs his eye. That's why he's got that scar.
Okay.
And you'll learn that he didn't kill her.
Hey, Steve.
Mm.
Great to see you as always, my friend.
What she did is she drugged the prince, and she drugged his wife, and
Oh
then
no.
took her and she threw her off the balcony. And
Oh, there's a twist.
so the prince doesn't know what the heck happened. He was drunk, so he was aggressive.
This is why I stopped
He
watching
was
TV.
about to
Is this a
kill her.
Beauty and the Beast thing?
Yes, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen it.
It's
I've
actually,
never heard of
it's actually
it.
really
I prefer just the Beauty and the Beast part. You know,
I
just
told-
Beauty and
J-
the Beast.
oh my.
JJ, check your DMs, brother.
It's like
Do
really,
I gotta?
I'm actually
Please. I sent you a Jollibee picture.
figure out what that witch is doing.
Oh, you took a picture of this shit.
I want her to figure
Yeah.
out what she's doing. And the
Hold up.
cousin's father wrote her a note, but then because he
A
was
note.
not going to be part of this anymore. You're giving him.
Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see the hot dog there.
You know, he takes.
Oh, there it goes.
Ah,
It
yeah.
cleared up. Yeah, it cleared up.
Yeah, I can see the hot dog pieces.
I don't know. That doesn't look
Well,
like
and-
something I would eat.
And you can see some ham. If you look kind of between the hot dogs on the left and the right, you can kind of see a chunk of ham there on the bottom.
Oh, the squared ham. Yeah.
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 Hey, but I'm not complaining though. That chicken was on point.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, the chicken and the cup
Like
in the cup above the spaghetti. They give you a cup of gravy to dip your chicken in.
Nice.
No.
Fries to go with the gravy.
Oh yeah.
They did it. Yeah, they did have fries. I didn't get fries, but they did have fries.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit with you, Random Bread Creator.
Me too.
It was strangely good. You know, I don't
Well,
know.
if you've been drinking cheap beer, then sure, it probably was.
But like the sausage pieces with the spaghetti like that, that's sort of like when you're like, first moved out of home and just can't be bothered cooking anything or making anything. You're like, well, I've got a packet of sausages, I've got some sauce in a can, and I've got
Bangers.
like, yeah, let's just
Yeah.
like chop everything up and throw it
Let's-
together, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Spaghetti.
get wasted anyway.
Spaghettios with hot dogs cut up in them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what that looks like.
My mom's hot
That
dogs.
is kind of what the sauce tasted like. It was way sweeter than like our typical pasta sauce, that we would eat.
No.
All right,
Oh, man.
real quick. Yeah, you tell our sister.
Word.
Word.
No, but Aaron, I'm talking. I'm gonna ask you real quick if if I can have a moment of your time from your sister.
Yeah.
I saw that that tweet you put out this evening.
yes.
Are you willing to give up what cover, or do you know yet?
Yeah, I can show you guys. Just give me a sec. Oh, I gotta find it first. Let's see, where is it?
Go to the castle and see what she's up to.
Yes. Shh, please.
Han,
Yes, sir.
cheers.
No. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'd say cheers, but I'm just having a glass of water now.
You could have lied and told us you were drinking like a really big glass of vodka, and we wouldn't know the difference.
Here, I'll pretend. I'll get you
Oh,
some.
would have been so cool.
If she pours vodka in that water, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Here we go. The neighbor's moonshine.
Dang it.
Oh, there it
I've never
is.
tried moonshine. My dad had it, and I didn't want to try it because I was afraid I would go
Ooh,
blind.
oh, that's getting good.
Well, if you're not used to drinking
Have a little of that one.
if you're not used to drinking alcohol, then yeah, it might actually do that. But most moonshine, unless it's made properly, will burn like you wouldn't believe.
You
This
can
one's
set
been
that
sitting
on
for a
fire
while.
real quick.
This was last year's moonshine. He makes it from plums. He's
Did you,
Romanian.
did you share the audio?
Yes.
Okay.
Stay away from Bella. She doesn't love you. She loves lions.
Come on, shh, please.
If it's not a Chrome tab, the audio may not share properly.
It's not. It's an application tab.
Application
is
tab
it-
won't share audio.
Yeah,
You have to do a
is
full.
it-
You have to
I
do a
know,
screen
I-
share.
I know. I did the whole screen. I did the whole
Oh,
thing.
Is it
Oh.
like a video file?
It's an audio file, really. Actually,
Then drop
Oh,
it.
man.
Open up a new Chrome tab and drag and drop it into Chrome, and it'll play it in Chrome. And then you can share the audio.
my favorite football queen, Becky Broward. What's going on, sweetie? Thank you for showing up. It's greatly appreciated.
Oh, okay. That's even
All right.
better.
I actually have a great moonshine hookup.
I am my great moonshine hookup.
Yeah, a friend of mine, his dad makes like 20 different flavors of moonshine, and it's spectacular.
This one's just
Nice.
plum. He gives us a bottle because he uses our plums from our tree.
All right.
Nice.
It should be.
Good when you get a connection like that, you can just swap the fruit out and get some in return.
This should be right there.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Druid hearts.
No, don't kill me.
Believe the dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foe.
Thank you.
Beware the dragonborn comes.
Yeah, I know.
For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the dragonborns come. Ah, 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 Dovahkiin, Navaxilosvahin, Odain, Vohu, Navarakas, Apinora Pakram, Philosophy, San, Dovahkiin, Fahin, Ohogatra.
Bravo! Everybody will have to unmute because JJ muted everybody.
Woo! Yeah, baby, that sounds good.
Awesome. Awesome job, Aaron.
Very nice.
That had a bit of a mixture to it. I kind of felt a little Titanic. I felt a little medieval times. Yeah, entirely, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Lord of the Rings in that house. Yeah, that was good stuff.
Oh man, I love Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Aaron, thank you.
Oh yeah, I only sound like that in the shower. That's awesome. And you can do that anytime you want. That's a cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never sound like that. That's why I'm trying to learn to play guitar.
Oh man, I'd love to play guitar, but where is a record producer to hire her? I don't know.
LDG. If you actually sound like that in the shower, you need to check below to make sure everything's still attached.
See, I was waiting for someone to say something. I'm like,
ukulele. That's a pretty good instrument. Ukulele. They're pretty.
I've actually thought about buying a ukulele, just for something to mess with. I like Garfunkel and Oates, and one of them plays a ukulele. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah, what's their song? Sex with Ducks?
Yeah, they're like a comedy, like a funny comedy duo, and they also do like little songs, and one of them plays the guitar and one of them plays the ukulele. Yeah, they're pretty funny.
Let me see. What's the guy that did that?
Where it is?
There's a guy that did the accompaniment.
Ooh, cool, Becky. That's a pretty impressive people to learn to play guitar from listening to.
Excuse me.
I tried to learn to play guitar one time, and I'm not coordinated enough apparently.
Yeah.
Go tell Prince what happened. He'll.
It's literally itching.
She's gonna do the same thing she did to him or her.
Okay, more of the soap operas unfolding.
Yeah, I don't like soap
Anyway,
operas.
everyone, I'm going to go because I got a few things to do yet tonight before Dad and
Shy,
tomorrow.
I can talk to a
It
friend
was
of mine
a delight talking to everyone.
if you are interested
Okay.
in the artist.
Have a good night, Dandelion. Good to see you, darling.
I'm definitely interested.
Thank you for coming.
Bye, JJ.
Have a good
Bye,
one.
everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I played trumpet. I played flute in middle school for like 2 years, and I'm very rusty. Nightbreeze, you can find me on Aaron on Twitter at AaronEast95 if you'd like to DM me if you'd like to.
Have a good night, Dandelion.
My dad, he plays electric, and he also played bass. He still has his old bass, but unfortunately the neck on it is destroyed. But he does have an electric though. He has an electric guitar. I've always wanted to play electric, just like my dad. Always. That's really where I get my music from. My parents.
The bass is an upright bass?
I don't really know exactly. I mean,
if he plays guitar, I'm guessing like that kind of bass.
Because I have an electric bass. I can't play
That's
it
that's
anymore.
that's
what it
that's
is.
what
I
I,
think
yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
different.
guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's what he's got is a 6-string, but like I said, the neck on it is torn up, so he'd have to either buy a new one or I think he has to buy a new one. Is what he said.
My
What's
dad
he
actually used to play the banjo, which I would love to know how to play the banjo.
Oh wow, I love the banjo. They're
Because
really cool.
a friend of mine plays the banjo, and just they got all the different picks and all the finger movements. I'm like, nah, I couldn't do that.
Hey, Bee's Nest. Do you still remember the 8-to-5 marching rhythm? That's how I measure out my 100-yard land nav. I'm like 8-to-5, 8-to-5, 8-to-5. I can still do it. It's a 22.5-inch step. I can still do it, man. Marching band was a great training tool for me in land navigation.
That just makes me think of American Pie.
Man, Gatorade is so tart.
Not
Sounds
if you
pretty
mix
bad
it
for
with Cabernet Sauvignon.
What the heck is that?
Damn, getting all fancy. I've heard of people mixing it with like golden grain or vodka. You're talking about Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, vodka. No. Ugh.
Wine, good. Gatorade, keep me hydrated so I can stay a wide awake drunk.
which is, well, that and energy drinks are both kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
if you
energy
really
drinks.
think
I
about it.
don't drink them. I can't.
If you
Thanks,
mix
JJ, for
alcohol
talking
with, if you mix alcohol with energy drinks, it's kind of dangerous because you don't realize how much you're drinking because the caffeine counteracts the depressive effect of the alcohol.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I drink a lot. I've drank a few beers here and there, and I've drank like maybe a daiquiri. My dad bought a couple, like a strawberry daiquiri. I tried it. Not bad. It's actually pretty good. I prefer that over my dad's beers. Yeah.
I tell you what, Aaron. Do you happen to like the flavor or black cherry?
Yeah, I love it.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. They have one. It's black cherry flavored.
Mm-hmm.
If you like it, I'm serious. I'm not trying to get you drunk, but I'm serious. You could possibly drink these and not think twice about it. They're absolutely delicious.
Pretty smooth.
Very.
Oh man! So you can get drunk off of it pretty quick.
Oh, you can. Yes.
Yeah.
I make a chocolate. I make a chocolate vodka that tastes like the syrup that you put on top of the sort of like the Hershey stuff, but a little bit sweeter. And it's thin like a liquid.
Mm-hmm.
About 60 to 70%.
Wow. Irish whiskey.
Dangerous stuff.
I'm more of a bourbon. I'm more of a bourbon person myself.
I'm a big fan of Irish coffee.
Chocolate. Yeah. Chocolate.
Hey, don't pay Elihu any mind because he's just high at the moment.
I was gonna say that's a lot of cheese for a couple of tortillas.
He's so high he can't even spell chocolate right, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, when you say at the moment,
autocorrect didn't even help.
It's cholate.
I honestly don't know who said chocolate.
For God's sake!
You
that
said
was Chris. That was Chris. No, that was Chris.
I don't even know what.
No, I like how you say. I like how you say at the moment, implying that there are moments when he is not high. I like how you imply that.
Well, he's not high when he's sleeping.
Yeah, that's like saying at the moment there's air in the atmosphere, or at the moment fish are swimming. I mean,
chocolate is a woman's best friend. I'm just gonna say that.
At the moment, gravity is a constant.
Oh, for God!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at the moment.
Elihu sent me a video on Twitter that is a block of cheese wrapped in bacon filled with an omelet.
Oh man, that sounds pretty good.
That is a lot of cheese, brother, man. I don't know if I could do that.
That'll definitely back somebody up for a few
I
weeks.
don't know if I could do that to my heart, let alone actually eat the stupid thing.
But you see, I hope it was cheese and not a block of Velveeta.
Oh no, Velveeta would melt way too fast around that bacon. That bacon is the only thing that kept it in shape.
Bacon,
wow.
gotta get that bacon. Tasty bacon.
Speaking of food, Master CCDV.
Yes.
Don't you always like the perfect grilled cheese sandwich video or something like that, or
hold on,
casserole or freaking.
You wasn't here, Mr. CCDV. Could you share that picture again?
Yeah, let me pull the.
Oh, did I miss something?
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Because you took
it's a
your
story of my life.
Taking your sweet ass time to get here.
It's called fashionably late, my friend. I am sorry, man.
I didn't see it either. I was fashionably late as well.
I'm sorry.
All right, I shared it again.
All right, hang on. There. Yeah.
There. My artisan sourdough bread.
No.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Sweet. Now, do we have
Delicious, man.
that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of probably one of the best grilled cheeses you'll ever eat.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
and we got a video on this. Or is this just a photo? Was this a test
no,
run?
this is my third test. My test loaf. This is my third test loaf. So hopefully, if I can get someone to do the camera work on Wednesday, I will be able to do an actual stream to show you how to do this.
Okay, you know what? I'm buying you an internet remote controlled camera drone, and I'll be your freaking cameraman. Okay. That'd be awesome.
I don't get Digital 11 back for another week and 6 days, so my time schedule for cooking videos has been thrown off a bit.
Okay, no, I'm serious. I'm gonna, you know what? If I have to eat bugs and funky jelly beans, I'll see if I can raise some money. I know that they've been doing it over Anti-Trucker. Raise up money. If, like I said, I will get a remote controlled camera drone that I can do something over the internet, control it from here, and I will be your freaking cameraman. I am not kidding you. I'm like seriously not even joking, because you know it's possible. They have it. They have that.
Or you could just send him a $20 tripod from Amazon.
No. We're talking mainstream production here. I want. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're not. Yeah. Because he can do that. I mean, he's got to try. Yeah. No, I want zoom in camera angles, rotating.
Have a good night, business.
Later, B. Hey, thanks for swinging by my channel today. Both channels, actually. Appreciate it, brother. Always a pleasure.
See you later, Bee's Nest.
Oh, Pixels, we forgot to take pictures and see pictures of the seafood last night.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Neither of us had your namesake salad, but we did have a variety of shrimp and fish, and I think JJ will say it was all pretty good.
Well, yeah, but as I
did talk to him.
Yeah, as I talked to him this afternoon, he was gracious enough to help Chris with the problem, and he asked about the place. I'm like, well, you know, when we walked in, I paid close attention to the best I could to a lot of things in there, and I couldn't really find any greenery at all. So I don't even think they had salad.
Well, they had salad on the menu.
I never saw it, but then again,
did you at least ask if it was good or not? Like, yeah, well, how's this? No,
we
LDG salad.
We were too busy eating all the fried shit. But yeah, they do have salad. They have salad on the menu, but I didn't, in fact, see anyone actually consuming a salad. So
you know that you don't make friends with salad.
Well, I mean, it had other stuff in it. Like, it had like 5 different things besides salad in it. So, I mean, it looked kind of interesting. And they named it after me, like my first name. I'm like, holy crap. Like, wow.
the only thing I took away negative from that place, and I think JJ will agree with me, it's kind of loud in there, which all depends on the patrons. And there was one particular patron that we really needed earplugs because the laughter was not great. It was like
I can all right, as a rule, I can normally handle a lot of decibels because I love loud music. This woman's voice felt like a nail going through my eardrum. It gave me a headache almost.
Yeah.
What was the diet where? Okay, so when I looked at the pictures, they had the outside area, and they had the inside area.
Yeah,
the inside looked kind of small. How big was it?
It was actually pretty good size. It's like it's two separate rooms, and then the back room they actually have like those glass garage doors they could roll up if it's nice outside.
Oh yeah.
But it was night when we went there, so we didn't sit outside. We sat inside, and it's a JJ will tell you it's a pretty hopping place. There was a lot of people in and out of there, and we were there hour and a half before they closed, something like that.
Yeah,
and there was still a shit ton of people there.
Wish I could have made it. Oh man, we would have had some fun.
As far as the food goes, the food was delicious. It was just that one particular patron who's not necessarily going to be there all the time. That made it unenjoyable.
I don't go to many. I don't go to many seafood places, but I will go back to that one. That was some awesome food.
Yeah, because I had a two-way. I had the. I
had the two-way.
Yeah, man.
And I had the.
That's the finger cuffs dish.
Yeah, I had the. I had shrimp grilled and I had flounder fried, and it came with fries and coleslaw, and it was delicious. JJ and my wife both got the fried shrimp basket. The fried shrimp was great. The hush puppies were great.
Nice. I figured he would have had the three-way. You didn't have the three-way? Are you serious?
He tried to, and then my wife smacked him in the face.
Oh.
She didn't realize what he was talking about. He was just standing there. And he's like, "I really want a three-way," and she turned around and was like,
and you know what sucked about the entire thing? Okay, that smack was across a freshly shaved face, and it stung.
Yeah, JJ was fresh and pressed, man. He was ready to go out and eat, and he was ready to go out and mingle.
I told both of you if you would have streamed, that would have been great streaming material. You guys, come on, man.
We really should have, but it was way loud in there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to hear us at all.
Other than the one patron that was very annoying, it was also pretty loud in there with everybody talking in the kitchen noise. Because and JJ will tell you the kitchen's open to everything. So
you stand right at the counter and watch them do it. Basically,
yeah, they're standing right behind the counter cooking the food. So
that's my favorite kind of restaurant. I love that,
buddy.
It's a big open kitchen, so there's kitchen noise, there's people talking noise, there's an annoying bitch, excuse my language, cackling in the corner noise.
No. After all that she deserved that name because I was about to turn around and tell her to shut the fuck up. It hurt. I ain't never had a woman's voice hurt before.
That's probably the worst laugh I have ever heard in my life.
What are we talking about? Are we talking like a pee-wee laugh? We're talking like a...
No, it was a loud and pronounced laugh.
Very like a loud bust your eardrums laugh.
Cackling or more of a yodeling?
Cackle. I would say it leaned more towards cackling.
I had an aunt that would cackle all the time. I mean, when I was a kid, we'd go into my other aunt's dining room, and they were playing cards or trivia or whatever the case may be. And every time my other aunt would go,
Okay. Thank you. God, that was good.
Take that and times it by like 1,000 decibel.
Wow,
wise.
It was worse than that.
Yeah, decibel wise. JJ will tell you decibel.
Because
decibel wise.
we heard the slight echo coming from Mr. CCTV. Okay, we were on a much larger open space, and it just echoed through the entire building.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
And it was
Did
just
they ask
randomly.
her to shut the hell up?
No, it was her and a dude just hanging out and talking.
You sure?
And
You
randomly. What was that?
You sure they were just talking?
Well, I don't know what they did afterwards, but at that time they were just talking.
I feel bad for the guy next to her.
She was randomly laughing about whatever it was they were talking about, and it was horrible.
Yep.
My voice doesn't go high enough to do it justice anymore, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But not just the woman. Someone in the back accidentally dropped a pan.
Yeah, that was bad too.
Oh.
That place did not have very good sound deadening. We'll just put it that way.
I hate being
that would be another negative, I guess, because everything in there was hard surfaces. The floor was like old looking wood. The ceiling was like wood slats. The tables, of course, were wood. So any noise made in there like reverberated around the whole entire place.
It was definitely, if anybody's ever watched the TV show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives,
Yeah.
you see these places that don't look like they could produce anything of decent quality. To me, that's what I found. I've lived here all my life, born and raised here, and I never knew there was a restaurant back up in here at all. And
yeah, it was way off the. Well, I won't say way, but it was off the beaten path. You had to purposely be going there. You would not just stumble upon this restaurant.
Right,
Wow.
right on the Intercoastal Waterway. They do have a deck you can eat outside on. And I'm gonna tell you what, like I said, I'll go back to this place. I loved it, man. It was excellent food.
And the prices for fresh seafood, the prices to me were great.
Yeah,
That's good. Better
Yeah.
than Red Lobster, I bet.
oh damn better.
Oh yeah. It would have took Red Lobster and bitch slapped it and threw it in the garbage. And they had valet parking.
Yeah, that threw
Yeah.
me off. I'm like, we're back in the middle of nowhere, and we pull up like valet.
Yeah, it's like back in the backwater. You had to purposely be going there. It's JJ's like, where the hell are we going? It's like, well, this is where it's supposed to be. He's like, I've never been back here. And then all of a sudden, it's like this shining beacon in the distance. It's like, oh, there's a fucking restaurant back here. And they got valet parking, you know. They got great seafood. During the day, like I said, if we went during the day, we'd have probably sat outside because the weather had been pretty good while we were down there. But we were there after dark, so we didn't. But
Yeah,
yeah, right on the Intercoastal Waterway. I mean, right on the water.
it's almost like, okay, if you never, just like me, if you lived here and you didn't know that place was back there, unless you heard it through word of mouth, you'll never know it's there because there's no TV commercials for it. I don't see no ads for it anywhere. You know, we still get junk mail. So seriously, if you don't know this place is there, you'll never see it. You'll never eat there. It was a wonderful find, period. And I'm thoroughly happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly jealous.
Yeah, I love seafood too. I can freaking
Hey man,
I can sit
you
there
ain't
and
but
eat it.
you ain't but 3 hours away. Come the fuck on up. We'll go have some lunch or dinner there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Freaking Hanstown needs to get another vacation like freaking yesterday. Let's do it.
Oh, I wish.
Oh,
I
what?
could.
I ain't good enough to eat with. You got to have other company.
No, we already got a date, brother. I wanted to freaking more the merrier. Fuck, man. You and I going to Disney, man. Hell yeah.
You one of them guys. You want more than okay.
Oh yeah, I need to live life, brother. I missed out on so much.
Yeah, so
So you're
about
saying JJ's not enough for you?
Hey,
Yeah, tell me about it.
If we ever make the masks go away, I'll come visit you guys.
dude, I'm telling you what. All right, I know you're probably further away than where she's at, but I've been wanting to make a trip to Arizona just to visit Lake Powell and just.
Oh, Lake Powell is nice. Yeah.
That's where my ex-wife lives on a houseboat.
Oh, she lives there on a houseboat. Nice.
Yeah. And when she told me, I knew she was going to Arizona, but then when she said, "Yeah, I'm living on a houseboat," and I'm thinking, the first thing that popped into my brain was, oceanfront property in Arizona. I'm like,
I got
really?
some oceanfront property in Arizona.
Exactly. I'm like, you're living. And I asked her this. I'm like, you're actually living on a houseboat in the driest state in the freaking country. How?
Dude, it's been 25 years since I've been there, but I understand the water level's going down like 6 feet.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the pictures of where you can see it like on the rock on the
Yeah.
sides where the water level normally is and where it is now. It's like way down.
Well,
I mean,
You sort of have a houseboat on stilts.
like I said,
Yeah.
it's been 25 years since I've been there, but
well, she told me yesterday. I talked to her yesterday. She was having a problem, and I had to help her with. And she was kept losing the phone call. And I asked her, I said, "What's going on? You're normally better than this." She goes, "Well, it's low tide right now, and below the mountaintops, we don't get a great signal." I'm
sounds
like,
about right.
How do you have tides on a fucking lake in Arizona?
well, no, the lake is river fed, and it leads around to, because if you pull up Lake Powell in Arizona, it'll automatically zoom you. It focuses over the major dam.
It's made by like the Colorado River, right?
Boulder Dam.
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of a different lake?
You're thinking of a different lake.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
No
digress.
worries.
But yeah, it's lake fed, man. It's not just a lake. And actually, when you look at it on the map, it don't really look like a lake. It looks like a river emptying out into an oblong shape of water. It's
What lake
not
am I
even
thinking
round.
of?
You're
It's not
thinking
even
the
round.
Hoover Dam, and
Yeah, what lake is behind Hoover Dam?
that is Lake. Oof. God, I can't remember the name right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Is the Colorado River makes the lake behind Hoover Dam, and I can't think of the name of
Right.
the lake either.
Yeah. No, that's the Hoover Dam, but Lake Powell by the Boulder Dam was done shortly after that, and they actually drowned the city there.
Ensign Ricky said Lake Mead.
Lake Mead, thank you. Yeah, Lake
Ensign
Mead is done
Ricky,
by Hoover Dam. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ensign Ricky, what's going on, my friend?
I'm
Thank you
in
for
a
showing
totally
up.
different state and a totally different lake. I'm thinking of Nevada and a totally different lake and river. Don't mind me. I'm just in the wrong.
Got some awesome resort sites. I mean, it really does. However, if you live in the mountains, Arizona's a nice place to live. If you live in the valley, I don't know why there's millions of people who live there. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
But my brother and sister-in-law love it. So just,
good.
whatever. Let them do their thing, and I'll live in the mountain where I belong.
But curving slightly back around, Lake Mead's the same way. It's like super low on, the water level's like way lower than it used to be.
Yeah.
I've had several too many tonight, Night Breeze. I drove for like 6 hours today, so I'm now recuperating from my drive and from having to deal with JJ for several days.
What
the horror?
Oh my lord, really? It's not that bad, man.
It wasn't that bad.
I think I need to switch over to my other avatar, actually, because I've had a few too many myself today. Ay.
Oh, where's it at? Where the hell did it go? Maybe if I zoomed in a little bit, that might help.
Well, Becky, the dams and lakes are built in canyons, so it's not sand dunes, it's just more bare rock. So if you've ever been to the Grand Canyon and you've seen all the bare rock out there on the Grand Canyon, that's basically what it looks like, only with a lake underneath. versus the Grand Canyon that has the river that's 1.5 miles down that you have to walk to, and you don't want to walk 1.5 miles down the Grand Canyon, I guarantee it.
No, I don't think I would.
I wouldn't doubt that, Becky. I really wouldn't doubt that. And where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? My dear, I will take you anywhere where I'm at, but you have to come to Florida first. You know, a lot of people say, you damn Florida man. You live in Florida. Well, guess what? I got some good shit here.
Not being able to drive is tough. I've learned that in the last couple of years.
Well, I'm not. I've had a few people last year trying to get me to turn in my driver's license because I totaled my car. My blood sugar dropped and I passed out behind the wheel.
Oh,
and the car, I hit one of them guide wires that anchor into the ground, the whole power poles up. Those cable guide wires.
I just want to bust in and say that JJ didn't tell me that till we were like 3/4 through the drive he took me on. he's like, yeah, nobody else will ride with me after what happened, and I'm like, oh really? And then he told me the story that he's telling you right now, and this is 3/4 of the way through the drive we took down to St. Augustine and did a loop, went back up to Jack's.
Have a good night, Night Breeze. No, have a good night, Night Breeze.
Good night, Night Breeze.
Good night, Night Breeze. Good to see you.
You know,
I'm just busting your balls, JJ.
I drove a manual vehicle for 20 years.
wow.
And I love driving manual vehicles. I absolutely love it. Love it. But I had to get an automatic because my left leg isn't working so well anymore. So now I've got a Volkswagen that's a manual and a truck that's an automatic. So I got to drive the truck everywhere, but my truck has a great big engine in it. So it's like, what is it? 18 gallons to the mile, I think is what I get in my truck.
Probably, yeah. I'm a big fan of the manual as well, as JJ will tell you, because I drove my Subaru down there. It's a 5-speed, but I've had more manual vehicles than I've had automatics. That's what I daily drive as a manual. And most of my life, that's what I've daily drove as a manual.
The funniest thing about that is when I married my ex-wife way back in 2001, she owned a manual transmission vehicle. And so she took me to the emergency room a couple of weeks ago. She could not drive that car worth the shit. I mean, I kept telling her, do you want me to drive? Do you want me to drive? She knew how to drive a manual, but she could not get that car going at all. It was terrible. She stalled many times. She over-revved all the time. She kept jamming the stick into gear. Like, come on. Well, you know how to drive a manual. Seriously, I married you when you were driving a manual. You know how to drive. Okay.
My wife does, well, JJ will tell you, my wife does pretty good because I had been drinking, so she drove when we went to
But it's just so much easier to drive an automatic when you're really, really stoned.
No, seriously. Han,
no, every time I've gotten stoned, I've walked home.
Han, seriously. She did good. Yeah, she did good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not dogging his wife's driving, but she could use a lot more practice behind.
Well, yeah, she drives an automatic every day, and I've drove a manual every day for like my last 3 vehicles. So over 3 vehicles. But
on the way home, on the way back to the room, because that's where I was parked. I even said, well, let me drive. I'll show you how to drive it. Shit, I was ready. But then again, if I messed up Han's new car, I'd feel really, really bad. So I just rode in the back. He tried to put me in the luggage compartment on the roof, but no, I got in the back.
Yeah, so get in the basket, JJ, and he's like, no, I'm not getting in the roof basket.
No. Well, you get me in there, I ain't never getting out because I'm just screwed that way.
I tried all the way home to get Melissa in the roof basket, and she wouldn't. So.
Yeah. She's small enough to fit, though. That's the cool thing about it.
Yeah, she'd fit up there. Meow.
So, Han, all in all, how'd you enjoy your trip?
Oh, I had a great time. Other than you being there, I had a spectacular time in
Well,
Jacksonville.
dude, I told you, man, you ain't gonna get away from me if you come to town.
No, I'm just messing with you. I had a great time.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm a delivery driver. I will find you.
We had some good food. You took me on your music therapy round, which was great. Other than the traffic in St. Augustine,
it would have been better with actual music, but that's okay.
Well, but we were talking to each other, so I had to cut your music down. But.
No, besides, I don't. No.
Dang, I got a hiss out of Moira.
For what?
Black and orange stray cat sitting on a fence.
I don't think I've ever seen Moira hiss before.
Pay the rent.
Well, I see Moira hiss from time to time, but it's far and few between.
I guess my grr wasn't good enough.
You got to really get that kitty upset to hiss like that. Wow.
You didn't say grr, you said rrr.
Oh, I said rrr. I didn't put the G at the front. Doggone it.
Yeah, so that looks like you're just kind of being angry.
I done drank a lot.
Yeah, exactly, more. He growled at you.
I'm sorry, Moira.
So you growled back.
I meant to do.
Well, Moira, it was an affectionate growl. You know what I'm saying? Nothing bad, but he wasn't trying to eat your tail or nothing.
Get a shoe thrown at me from a mean old man.
I get my dinner from a garbage can.
Ow!
Yeah, I know that song. Stray Cats, man. I wonder whatever happened to them guys.
They split up, but Brian Setzer is doing his thing with the orchestra, and the bass player, I forget his name. He's on tour actually doing former Stray Cat songs and his own personal stuff. I saw him a year and a half ago. Oh, it was a great concert. Just a great, absolute, brilliant concert. I mean, he did the same thing he did when he was in the Stray Cats. He would sit on his bass and pluck it, and he would twirl his bass around and pluck it. It was just absolutely fabulous. I loved it.
The doggy's like, I want some camera time. What's up?
Yeah.
I heard there was a kitty in the house. Yeah, heard there was a kitty in the house.
What? Huh? What do you want? You are hilarious, baby good girl. You're silly. Yes. And you too, Bean Me. You're silly too.
Whoo! You gonna be on the soup tonight, Bill? I meant not Bill. Mr.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, wrong guy. My bad.
I'm only 210 pounds.
Wow.
What is?
Not making a comment on that shit.
Oh, stop.
I don't know. I'm back. Depends on how late I can stay up tonight. I've taken my pain medication, not anything good. I actually went to the grocery store and I found a
You stop being see, let me see.
Anti-cramping medication, not Midol. I'm talking about leg cramps. And I've been taking that for the last couple of days, and I felt great. I mean, my diaphragm is still really stiff, but I felt great taking that medication. So tomorrow I have an appointment with my primary care physician, so I'm going to find out if I can get a muscle relaxer, so I don't have to spend $15 on a tiny little bottle of anti-cramping medication.
Cool. But I know you ain't got cramps or nothing like that. Yeah. Unless there's something you want to tell us, but then
I do not identify as a woman, and although I am empathetic, I am not that empathetic. Empathetic. That's another 4-syllable word I just used. Woohoo!
You need to write these things down.
So this is funny.
What?
I got a random person in my private StreamYard somehow found my StreamYard. Chilling in my StreamYard right now.
Just
what's
sitting
the name?
there.
You see this right here, right? You see this? Okay, this is me on you. This is my regular avatar. Right? This is me on my private StreamYard. This is how I do this. See my mouse moving around?
Yeah.
This is a separate private StreamYard I have in order for me to do cool stuff like this.
Right.
Okay. And right now I have some guy, Michael Abernathy. What is that? A football player or something?
Michael Abernathy.
That sounds familiar.
That name sounds familiar for some reason.
Obviously not him. Obviously some guy just whatever. Chilling in my StreamYard, not doing anything. Like, it's got to be a troll, but he's not even connected, so I can't even bring him up here for him to show whatever the hell he's trying to show off that nobody will see because this is a private frickin' StreamYard. Yeah, you can hear me. Who the hell are you? Yeah, that's right, buddy. I don't know. How they find this stuff it cracks me up. I swear to God, he's just chilling in here. I'll boot him.
Why are you in your own StreamYard, dude? Why?
It's so I can do this, man. I can't do this cool stuff without like doing it the way I got to do it.
Well, you're smart. Figure it out.
Because I screen share it and then I cut out the circle and then I can import the circle in here and do cool stuff. Physics don't got shit on me. I can bound by nothing. Anyway, I kicked him. I don't know how the hell he found it. It was a private StreamYard. Gotta love trolls.
Maybe because you put it in your description every time.
This is completely private. This is not even. Yeah, this is not even the one that I post. So I don't know how the heck he found this one.
Have a good night, Becky. Thank you, darling, for
good night, Becky.
For stopping in.
Becky.
I will invite you next week.
Tell him I'm voting for Trump.
So we can check out that Thanksgiving tailgate.
Too fun. Too fun.
Too fun? What?
Yeah. Too much fun. I need something pretty to look at. Oh. Hello.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's what I need. Hello. Hey. Ooh, hey, watch out. Woman. Hello. Hey. Round town. Yeah, that's right. You want to dance? Ladies
and gentlemen, the Matrix dancers.
Yeah. Woo! That's right.
That's Trinity Sister.
That's it. That's it right there. Oh, that was good.
Sister.
Oh, that's cool. You just kind of like
that was my girlfriend.
Yeah. Take your bouncing ball back to the center and leave it.
Yeah, walk over to
You want a piece of this? You want to come over there? I'll come over there. What do you want over there? I'm punk up.
Come on.
Get over here. Come on, buddy.
I got this.
Put your dukes up. Come on.
Oh, we got
getting dizzy.
Here. Great. Woohoo. Hello.
You never seen a sergeant first class go through hand-to-hand combat before, have you?
Okay, you want to do round one, buddy? I got you. I got you. I got you.
Hold on.
I got you. Oh, hello. What's going on there, you? Oh. What?
Wait a fucking minute.
Yes.
Wait a fucking minute.
What's up?
I saw you fight, LDG. You fucking suck.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm standing like a stone, and you're the one trying to beat me. I mean, you got into a fight with an office chair and lost.
We were chilling out. We were chilling out watching paint dry the other day, and then Anzo was on there, and we were talking, and LDG was like, "Yeah, I play Mortal Kombat. That's my jam. Yeah, that blah blah blah." He
Oh, that you're talking about. Okay,
Mortal
yeah,
Kombat
yeah.
1 on the easiest setting, got his ass beat. He went to Mortal Kombat 2 on the easiest setting, got his ass beat. I think he jumped to Mortal Kombat 4, got his ass beat.
No, I had them all.
Like, what the hell? And then Anzo loaded up Mortal Kombat 11 on his Xbox, and then I came up with an idea because I own the same game. I'm like, all right, we're here. Invite me to a game, man. I'll load up Mortal Kombat right now. So what a good hour, me and Anzo fought. And I could have kicked LDG's ass.
No, whatever, dude. You know what? Like I said, bro, if I would have been able to use the proper stick, it'd been game over.
Oh, see.
I just did that to show you I have the games. I didn't have it configured properly. I'm using a freaking Vantage 2 on a damn joystick. It's not exactly. I like using a D-pad for games like that.
Excuses.
And everyone, excuses are like...
They're like assholes. Only some people have good ones.
Well, no, I can agree with him on that because I'm on an Xbox. It's got 2 thumbsticks and a D-pad, a directional pad on it.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
When I play fighting games, I use D-pad.
I have to use the D-pad, but I couldn't because I didn't have it configured on the main.
I have to admit that it's all gibberish to me.
Well, yeah, only like 2 of us know what I'm actually talking about right now. But
I can actually read a little bit of Greek and a little bit of Latin, and I still have no idea what you guys are talking about when it comes to gaming.
Ooh, Greek. I love Greek. I love Greek stuff. It's awesome.
Oh, you look about wore out, huh?
Who, me?
Well, I did drive all day.
Oh, man, come on. You should have let her drive and just took a nap.
It was safer to let me drive.
What, does your wife drive like Mario Andretti's daughter or something?
No.
Yeah, and she's not the best at a manual transmission.
My mom does. She drives like Mario Andretti's daughter.
She takes off. She takes off like she knows what she's doing, and she hits some gears like she knows what she's doing, but she don't get enough RPMs out of them. It's like, I'm like, yo, let it wind out a little bit.
As Moira said earlier in the chat, find it or grind it until you find it.
Grind it until you find it.
Well, also, something similar to that. What we used to say is, if you can't find it, grind it.
Oh, for real though, I'm about to tap out. I'm tired. But
I know you are, man.
It was good to see everybody. JJ, good to see you in person, brother. I had a great time.
So did I.
Always on start.
Take it
easy, brother.
Go get some rest, man.
I will. Everybody have a good night.
Well, JJ, you're about a couple states from me.
Good night, Star.
Ma'am? What, Aaron?
You live a couple states from me. I'm in Tennessee, so I'm not too far away.
Oh, drive that shit. You're a long way away. You're about, depending on where in Tennessee.
Basically almost at the tippy top, basically.
20 12 plus hours maybe straight through.
Oh man.
I think it
Maybe.
was Christmas of '97. Yeah, it was Christmas of '97. I was new at no.
I was 3 at
Oh,
that time.
96. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it was Christmas of '96. I drove from Savannah, Georgia to Flagstaff, Arizona in one shot. That was a 27-hour drive.
Oh my god.
27 hours. I was hallucinating by the time I got into New Mexico.
Yeah.
7 hours. God.
My stepdaughter went into the Army, and she went up into her basic was somewhere up in I think Montana, Missouri or Montana.
Missouri. That would be Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Yeah, Fort Leonard Wood. Yep, and then she went to Fort Irwin in California.
Oh, Fort Irwin sucks. That was my last duty station. I hate Fort Irwin.
And when she moved, she bought her a new car out while she was out there in California, and she drove that bitch all the way to Florida.
Whew, that's a long drive.
Yeah, especially for a new driver. She wasn't that experienced. Yeah, she could drive a truck and possibly a tank, but she couldn't drive a car.
I knew a lot of those fellers, actually.
Yeah. And then her final station was Fort Stewart.
You know what? I kind of miss Fort Stewart, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that far from where I live at. I can get there maybe a little over an hour. And she made the biggest mistake in the world, and as a matter of fact, she still owns it. She bought a house literally right outside the back gate of the station, and she still has it. She's got it going to a property manager right now and renting it out to people that are stationed there.
I know what those rentals look like too. Oh,
believe it or not, this house was in great shape. I'd have lived there. Now I don't know what it looks like now. It's been about 4 or 5 years since I've seen it. But it was a nice house.
I've sworn never ever to rent out my houses ever again. I've had so many bad experiences with rental houses. I mean, at Fort Carson, we rented the house when I went on my 05 deployment. And when I came back, and I mean, this is just 1 year. 1 year. The carpets were stained with hair dye. The walls were torn apart. The pantry had food and rats and mice in it. And I mean, it took me, I spent nearly $5,000 putting that rental property back together in order to sell it. No, that was wrong. And then, of course, I moved to California after my 4th deployment, and that was when I was at Fort Irwin. And my house in Victorville, we rented that out twice. And by the time I got back to Victorville to sell the house, it was just a nightmare. I mean, there were piles of shit in the backyard, and the entire house was just a nightmare. I mean, I had to replace the doorbell, for God's sake. Who has to replace a doorbell?
Man, that's bad.
I would have loved to have went to one of them parties.
The place across the road from where I used to live was a nice big old house with like the Jarrah wooden floorboards and a nice big backyard. And the people who they rented it to moved out, they had to demolish the place. They rented it to a group of heroin addicts. the fence in the backyard started to come down, and you're able to sort of, like, as a kid, you could sort of get your way into the backyard. I only ever did it once. I sort of went into the backyard. That's just after they'd moved out, and the backyard was literally looked like a garbage tip, like nappies and rubbish, garbage just piled up as high as you could get it.
God, that is horrible.
That is horrible. Damn.
You know what? I'm not going to say raised properly, but I know how to take care of a house. Okay. I can't see how some people live. Really. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I had the house guests from March till June because of this pandemic, right? And they finally started making money in June, and they're finally able to live on their own again. And I was like, oh, thank God, I've got my house back to myself. I've been spending a year renovating this house so far, and I'm still not done. But they made it so much more difficult just to do renovations in my own house. It was a nightmare having them here. But they're gone now, so I'm happy. I'm back to starting the renovations again.
Even if I wasn't doing renovations, I'd still I like to have my space to myself. I don't like to have lots of people in my space.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, oh man, people trip me out. I've delivered to a lot of houses that look, like $1 million homes, but I've also just the outsides, man. All right, I started working for DHL in 2005. I think it was sometime in around 2007. At that time, DHL had
DHL. Okay.
DHL. They drive the bright yellow vans.
Mm-hmm.
They had a contract with Dell Computer. So we were all carrying assloads of computers, monitors, laptops, desktops, all kinds of stuff. And I shit you not, ladies and gentlemen, I delivered a 2-computer setup.
Wow.
Towers, monitors, keyboards, mouse, all the whole getup. The address looked like an old wooden shack with no front door.
You want
The
to have a front
computer,
door if you've got that stuff in the house?
the computers were worth more than the resident.
Wow.
It flipped me out, and I didn't know what to do, so I left them there because we didn't require a signature for them. So I just left them there. I'm like, what? And I left, and I came back. At the time, I was working. My boss was my brother-in-law, and I told him about it. He just shook his head and walked off. Usually, he's got something to say, but he just shook his head and walked off. Like
Yeah.
And besides, I don't even think they were smart enough to use a computer.
Probably hillbillies or something.
That may be the case.
Aaron, I swear to you, they probably were hillbillies. Because
so they're just using the heat from the computers to warm up their moonshine vats.
Wee doggy.
Damn, barrels, matches, and kindling it costs a lot less.
Huh.
Yeah, but like open flame and like flammable alcohol, they thought they were doing something smart.
Keyword thought.
Yeah, thought.
But I know how they probably were able to afford their computers. They probably struck oil, just like in Beverly Hillbillies.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because seriously, I don't think they had money for food, much less computers. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Unless that was just the delivery address and they come and pick the packages up from there.
Yeah, that's possible.
That may be the case too, actually.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it all, but that really took not. It took the whole cake plus a couple pies and maybe some pudding on top of it. Oh, 140. We got 7 people watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done so already, do the stream a favor. Trust me, the stream would enjoy the shit out of it. Just go ahead and thumb that stream for me. Trust me, the stream will like it. If you've done it already, thank you. If you haven't, get on it. LDG, what are you doing? You're just awfully quiet over there.
I'm working on Jedi's thing here.
It's not gonna be done for tonight, is it?
I'm trying to get it done for tonight.
Ah.
Well, I'm trying to get the first version done for tonight because I want to add like his mouth opening and closing. So we'll call it the first version. If I can just get his head positioning. Yeah.
The Terminator one, right?
Yeah.
You're not using any of the music in there, are you?
Easy.
Depends. I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Well, it's the Brad Fidel theme.
I haven't listened to it totally. Just like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll see. I'm not at the sound yet.
No, I was just curious because I don't know if it would get hit for it or not, but
yeah,
it would be a definitely great piece of music to use.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, you can use music as long as you're not using too much of it.
Well, I know that, but I'm waiting
if
for
you
you
do it right, you can fake it so you only use like the first 5. I mean, because all it is and if you just replay that same exact you can get away with it because you're only using, you know what I mean?
You got they could still flag you. I've been flagged a number of times by Warner Music for 11 seconds of gunfire that was very similar to a drum beat in a song.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the correct saying is you can get flagged for anything at any time for anything. So anything can get flagged.
Well, also,
whether or not you win it or not is a different story.
That particular beat, also, even if you loop it, it still sounds like it because it's that beat over and over again with some instrumental added in with it.
But fair use dictates that you have to alter it. If you alter it, then it's fair use.
What if you're playing Fortnite and for 30 seconds when you jump into a car, it's playing some music?
30 seconds is way too long. I think the legal limit is like 15 seconds or 10 seconds or something like that.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so it would be close to just over the limit then.
Yeah, 30 seconds is way too much.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the amount of time that because I've been every single time I play Fortnite and stream it, there's like a few seconds of music that plays as you jump into a car or like as you run past somebody, and they flag me on it every single time.
Yeah, it's bullshit, but
what's that, Aaron?
I'm trying to. Hold on.
You get a little. You getting a little gutsy, ain't you? I saw some leg pop up there for a second.
There you go. You see that?
What is that?
You see that?
Yeah.
Is that what's his name? Star Wars.
Well,
is that Luke? That's not Luke, is it?
No. Luke doesn't have a beard.
Well, he does. Well, he does in Disney Star Wars. Sorry. Dooku?
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
Okay.
But who's the actor that played Dooku?
Christopher Lee.
Yes. Yeah, that's.
Look!
Dracula.
Check this guy out, man. Look at him. Check this guy out.
Listen.
Nice.
Ooh.
Did you hear that? Yeah. Check out the other side.
Someone at my door.
Hey, why? Hey, why?
I think I heard someone knocking. Give me a second.
That is good bread. Give me a couple of minutes and I'll come back with a slice.
Oh yeah.
I am so jealous right now.
Okay.
Like between the talk of food and seeing that sort of stuff, and the smell of cooking food in my place, damn, I'm getting hungry.
And another man came along and said that they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Would you believe
Better
that?
better not be no other man. I'm jealous.
Yeah, my point exactly. So,
Yeah, your point exactly.
Hunter, right? This movie, it's called Christmas Bell.
No, yeah.
And there's this guy named Hunter. He had lost his wife his fiance in a tragic accident. I think he crashed.
Tragic.
No, that was
Mr. Knight, what's happening?
Oh, you see, now you see me.
Yeah.
Well, I was paying attention to the soap opera in the background. Sorry.
What soap opera?
I think life.
Listen.
Check Skywalker's background soap opera.
Yeah.
Aaron's sister is telling her something about a TV show, I guess, and it sounds like a soap opera.
He got depressed, and his wife. Well,
and the dog's not liking it.
His fiance.
All right.
Oh, hell no.
There we go.
Whoa. That's beautiful. Bread.
That looks.
That is beautiful bread.
Now that is going to make an excellent sandwich.
Yum.
Now,
Hey, you
exactly.
got the dog wanting some.
See, what in the world? What in the world are you doing that for? Because that's not right.
Why am I doing it?
Yeah, you see, this only makes so clear the point that we need transporters. Because right now we could all be eating a piece of that bread. But no. So you showing that piece of bread only means the LDG is behind the times and needs to get this damn transporter going.
Well, Chris.
Working on it, damn it.
That bread looked good, yes, but you missed the best part of it.
Uh-oh. What part?
He showed the entire loaf.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been backstage for about 40 minutes, man.
You ain't been back there though 40 minutes. You still? Hey, what are you doing, man? You still waiting on Ethan, or you already home?
No, I'm waiting on Ethan. It's a long night, so I figured I'd jump on here because when I get home, I gotta get prep up for tomorrow's stream. Yeah, I gotta get some stuff done for that.
Did you
so I figured
get
since I got the extra time? What was that?
So,
Did you get the intro downloaded? Is that ready to go?
I'm gonna check it when I get home, actually, because I haven't had a chance to yet. But I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Yeah, I got it.
No,
Added
mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. No,
cool.
that I love that intro, man. That it's exactly what I wanted, and it was kind of what I was thinking. And I know I threw out ideas to you, but with what you did, that was perfect. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I wanted. That's what I would have made had I not spent days and days overthinking. Well, wait a minute. I don't know if I want to do it this way. Maybe I should try it different. That's what I would have gotten into. Is like things that are
awesome.
Simple, I like to overthink. I mean, it's like, I'm the guy that would make the Titanic, and that the one bolt that kept the thing together is the one thing I wouldn't think about, but I think about everything else. You'd have like freaking massage chairs and all of that going on. You'd have transporters. You'd have all this extra stuff. But the one thing that kept the whole thing together would be the one thing I'd probably not think about. I'd be like, oh, whoops. There was supposed to be a screw there, but
Well, I tell you, the one thing that really helped out was finding that track, going through the music and finding that one music track that I think really made it fit. But the one thing when I'm doing graphics or I'm doing an intro for somebody, the one thing I worry the most about is what it's in their head is what I'm going to give them. Because that's not necessarily, you know what I mean? Like I do something and then they're like, oh, can you just do this? And then the one thing they're asking for changes the entire freaking thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's awesome to hear that, man. I appreciate that. I'm very much. And I do think that was really cool too. Like that worked out. That intro is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
The thing is, though, that you asked JJ. The crazy thing is that you actually crawled in my head. That's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the things that you'll come across in there, God forbid.
Well, I survived virtually unscathed.
Good.
Yeah, virtually.
Did you
Virtually
take
unscathed.
Did you take a 2-hour shower afterwards?
Yeah. I got the little bleach shower.
Roll out and scrub.
Yeah. You ever watch what is it, Ace Ventura? Yeah, I took one of those. Oh no, what was it, Ace Ventura? Yeah, it was Ace Ventura. Yeah.
I know all there is to know about the dude. I laughed my ass off when I saw that part. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so fucking."
When he found out what he was, and he's like,
"Wait a minute, if he's Finkel, if she's Finkel."
Yeah.
The fact is, I think they talked about with the mask, the mask sequel he's doing, or that he's supposed to be doing. I think they talked about possibly doing a third Ace Ventura.
Are you serious?
I'll be right back, JJ.
All right.
Hey, if it's cool with if it's cool with you and JJ, could I can we give it a little sneak peek to those watching right now?
Sure, I'm okay with it.
Is that cool with you, JJ?
I don't care.
All right, sweet. Hell yeah! I always like showing off my artiste.
But also, talk about being inside your head, Chris. I don't know if you saw that or not, but even Stig's got your back.
I know.
It is spacey in there, though.
You know what? I got a whole separate chamber of nothingness. You can walk around in there in days and not hear a thing, not run into anybody. Lots of time to yourself in there.
Yeah, that's very true. But then eventually you'll, run into ego, and then that's a bad day at the office.
It's a very crowded area. Well, not really, but it's, yeah. Dude, I love this.
All right, boys and girls, here's the latest intro I did for Chris Knight for his Unmasking the Mask, which will be tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's next episode?
Yep. That's the plan.
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody, to a very revealing show, The Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's fire. I do like that.
It's a little,
I like it a lot.
It's a little jazzy. I'm a whole.
By the way,
I'm a whole season behind.
Oh, it's into more than one season already?
Yeah, it's in the third season, I think.
What is it? Is it one singer per season, or what the heck is?
The final is, it's always gotten down to one person. One person wins it. Every episode they vote one person off. So the very, very first episode of the season, they vote somebody off. And typically it's very obvious. So like the first episode 3 weeks ago that they did, they voted off. Oh shoot! Now I'm trying. Oh God!
Don't tell me! Don't tell me! Don't tell me! I ain't seen it.
So the person they voted off was very obvious. Last week I was right in my prediction who they were going to vote off. And what I do is every week now. So the first week I didn't tell anybody who I thought was going to get voted off because I did it the week after. So it didn't make sense because, well, they already told us who it was. So when I got up to the next one, I talked about who was all there, but I didn't take a guess on who they were going to vote off because, well, it's kind of difficult to do. So the person who revealed themselves, they didn't even get voted off. They just revealed themselves. But last week was the first opportunity that I could say, okay, so this is who I think is going to get voted off, and this is who I think it's going to be. And I was right. So we're going to see how that goes this week. But they're doing 3 groups, I think, Group A, B, and C. They've changed it every season how they do it. Before it was like the first week it was A, the next week it was B, the next week it was C. The second season it was like some weird combination of all of that. The last year it was.
I thought that was me for a second.
Last year it was all group like A first, then they did group B, then they did group C, or they brought it down to like 16 and then brought them all together, something like that. This year they're doing group A and B first. So it's like group A, vote somebody off, group B, vote somebody off, group A, vote somebody off, group B, vote somebody off. And then I think they're the last group, they're just doing it. And then they're bringing them all back together, I guess. I don't know. They're changing things, trying to find a formula they like that works. But I like the show. Plus it comes from Korea, and Koreans and Japanese and Chinese can come up with some of the craziest like game show thoughts. Like Ninja Warrior. Dude, if you watch Ninja Warrior, oh, look at the doggy. Look at the doggy. Sorry, squirrel. No.
Squirrel. I like it. American Ninja Warrior. I like that a lot.
Well, but the thing is that was a Japanese show, if I remember right. And it's so funny to watch those because they don't take it seriously. So you'll see these people dress up obnoxiously, and it's not here the point of American Ninja Warrior is to make it through the whole course. Not so much in Japan or wherever it's from. The point is just to have a good time with it and have fun with it. And so you see people who will have no chance to make it through this gauntlet. And yet here's this guy that looks like Rick Moranis that is trying to act like he's taking this seriously, but he ain't going to make it. So that's the difference. Is here they want people to make it. Out over there, no, it's just for the sheer entertainment value. And this show
like
is very much the same.
I like the one with the big red balls. What's that one called? They always have the big red balls, even though they change up the obstacle course all the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it is. Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah, American Gladiator.
No, not American Gladiator. Although I like that show too. Well, I liked it back in the early 90s anyway.
Yeah, I watched it back when the very first original cast was on it. After they started changing it up, I'm like, nah.
What show am I thinking about? Holy cow.
MXC?
Wipeout. That's the name of the show. Oh, I love Wipeout. Nobody expects anybody to get through to the end, but when they do, it's like, yeah, that guy made it through to the end. But most of the time, it's like, oh, you wiped out in the mud. That's funny. You bounced off the ball and hit the other ball and fell into the water. That's hilarious. I love it.
Well, no different. Pardon me. Than that one show that I know it was dubbed over and brought to the States. It was called MXC. What was it called? Some Extreme Challenge, but it had the same stuff on it. Weird obstacle courses, craziness that that no normal person could really do. Daggum, excuse me. Don't everybody speak at once.
Well, I don't know what show you're talking about. I didn't.
No. radio silence or dead air is a bad thing.
Oh, I know. That's why I keep talking most of the time. But this is your stream. I usually talk through Jedi Bill's stream because he's, not that talented at making up stories or, talking constantly without screaming. So I usually help him out. But, you're experienced, man. So I expected you to go on with the story or something.
Yeah, it's called Most Extreme.
Came to an end.
Yeah, it's called Most Extreme Challenge.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I stopped watching network TV a long time ago. Although, ironically, I have cable TV because it came with the package with my great big internet package. So I have cable TV. I just don't ever watch it.
Great big internet package. All right. You are just sticking it to the internet. All right.
Look, when you got to get an internet package that costs less than all by itself, and you have to bundle cable with it, okay, I'll do that. Not happy about it, but I'll do it.
All right, here's what I'm talking about.
Oh, shut up and go fetch my pipe! It's time for MXC, the world's toughest competition in town. It's a career day show as white-collar kids and their mentors battle it out with blue-collar kids and their mentors. It's a classic battle of three-piece suits versus steel-toed boots. And now, two guys with rings around their collars, Kenny Blankenship and Vic Romano.
Welcome. Woohoo! Got a great show today, Ken. It is Career Day on MXC. Yeah, Career Day. As you are white-collar, blue-collar professionals and their young wards. You know, we've all had someone inspirational in our lives.
Oh, yeah, me too. Like Spider-Man.
No, Ken, a real person. Someone respected in their field.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean like Frodo?
Look, let me give you an example. When I was a young man, I used to correspond regularly with Mr. Mike Wallace. He was considered to be my mentor.
Oh, mentor. You mean like Ron Jeremy?
You know, why don't you just stick with Frodo, Ken?
Ron Jeremy.
Go to someone who's never inspired anyone.
Guy here, want to be a field reporter like me?
Now, look at his name. Guy LaDouche.
Well, that seems about right. So I think the did you guys come up with that game show that you were trying to figure out there?
Yeah, it's called Wipeout.
Balls? Yeah, I was about to say it was Wipeout. I remembered it as soon as I was like, okay, yeah, it's Wipeout. I remember. Hold on, I'm sorry, I must have done something wrong.
You getting pulled over for parking?
It wouldn't be the first time. Listen, I've been pulled over while walking back from a bar.
Dude, so have I, and the sheriff gave me a ride home.
Well, no, they didn't even give me a ride home. They came up with some bullshit thing. They're like, this neighborhood's reported a lot of break-ins lately. I looked at the guy and I said, I live 3 houses down from where you just stopped me. I said, I know that's not true. Just get back quickly. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing anything wrong.
I love living in a small town. They're not nearly as suspicious as you folks who live in the big city.
It wasn't even a big city. I mean, it was outside of a big city, but
What's up, Austinator? Good to see you.
Austinator. It's good to see you. I hope to have that. I got to go home and prep everything for tomorrow.
Yeah. I hope Bonzo is kind to us about the topics tomorrow.
I like so many things. I like to go into it on the fly. I'll see them, but
what? Is there cayenne pepper in this meat? Just a little bit.
More food. Awesome.
Another week or so, and I think my son's going to have his insurance, so I won't have to be doing this anymore.
Yeah, you can sit at home and let him drive the car.
What was that?
That's cool. You can sit at home and let him drive the car.
Well, not this one. He'll drive the other car I got. So.
Ironically, the car that I'm going to let my son drive is newer than my truck.
Well, yeah, true, but
I got a 2003 Honda Civic that him and my other kid is basically going to have to share.
Dude, I got a 2003 Toyota Celica.
The Hondas and Toyotas, man, they'll last forever. They're like a.
I'm trying not to listen to them.
They're like a like the Mercedes Benz, the diesel Benz. Those things take a lick and keep on ticking. I know people that could drive those things without a body because the engine will still go, but the body's rusted out.
Man,
Hey,
I
that's what my truck looks like right now. I got it held together with duct tape and baling wire.
The truck I drove when I was a teenager, I changed out the engine, and it was a 454 and had a really good transmission for it. I used to drag race it and stuff. Well, I ended up selling it for the engine. I sold the engine and the training, and they took the whole thing, right? Well, the reason why I did that was because somebody came and they burned out the cab. The cab got completely burned out, but even after the cab got burned out, I was able to go into it with the key and start the thing up.
Sounds right. Yeah, must have been a Chevy.
And it was. Actually, it was. And what's funny is that I sold it to this guy, and he paid for it, but then he goes and takes the transmission out and the engine out and either pushed it or towed it somehow to a shoulder on a side road out near one of the major highways. I get a call from the cops, and they said, yeah, your truck is here. I said, it's not my truck. I said, I sold it, lock, stock, and barrel. I said, well, it's here, and your name's still attached to it, so you have to come and get it. So we had to go. Well, here's the thing. I got the money for the transmission and the engine, which was more than the car itself was technically worth. And then I was able to sell the rest of it for scrap. So I probably made more money on it in the long run.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm just gonna skip to.
So
I had a old Skyline 88. And my friend knew somebody up in the country that had a house on a property where you could just go out to that house, and he knows where the key is, so we could go in and party, and there's going to be nobody around. We drive out there, and I wake up. We change drivers because I'm falling asleep, and then I wake up in the passenger seat. We're on the wrong side of the road, out of control, and basically completely crash the car up and through the trees. And the engine's still running and the car was still fine. The only problem we had was we ripped 2 tires off the rims, so we had to get a couple of tires, someone to bring up some tires for us, or some new rims and tires, put them on, off, kept going.
Sorry.
I was about to say, safe drive, Chris.
Chris just said, Chris just said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
The same car I had full of my friends, and it's pouring with rain, and you can't see anything out the front of the windscreen. Like, you could see the front bonnet, and that's it. And as we're flying down this road, I know that along this road there's roundabouts, and that we're going quite fast, and sooner or later we're going to hit one of those roundabouts. So there's this bang sound, and the steering wheel will move, but the car isn't moving. Then there's another bang sound as you feel the car hit the road again. So basically hit the roundabout, cleared over the top of it, and then landed on the other side.
So you literally hit the roundabout.
Yeah, literally. Hit it, went over the top, and landed on the other side.
Well, you do know those things come out of nowhere. I mean,
yeah.
Especially here in the United States, they're breeding like rabbits now.
They are, yeah. Roundabouts are coming out everywhere now.
Dude, I
hate roundabouts.
I got roundabouts around here that don't even belong. Like, for real, there was no point in putting these things in here. And
that is the point of a roundabout, is to make you go, why is this here?
Now, I noticed this yesterday, Saturday, when me and Han went down to St. Augustine. We came across the bridge. I came up, and I knew there was a roundabout there, but then I stopped and looked at it. I'm like, okay, if this is a roundabout, why is there a freaking stoplight here?
There's a stoplight and a roundabout. Right.
Come on,
Hey, I gotta say there are some areas of near me that I actually where I used to live, just up the road from where I used to live, and it had this weird roundabout that actually had like a road going through the middle of the roundabout with stoplights.
Wow.
So you come up to the roundabout to the stoplights, and then you can go through the middle of the roundabout to another set of stoplights, and then go out the other side of the roundabout instead of going around the roundabout.
That is wild. Why would you have a roundabout and stoplights? That doesn't make sense.
That's the whole point of a roundabout, is to make you go, what the fuck? Because here's the thing. A roundabout makes you think about driving. So all the people who are out there who don't think, me, when driving, you makes you think. You're like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Dude, I've seen that. I was actually driving through.
Hey, really quick, JJ, Ethan here.
I'm fucking driving right now.
Ethan says that I don't drive anymore, so I guess he is my official chauffeur.
Oh, you're finally moving up in the world. Awesome.
Yeah. Except I had to sit in the front seat, so I don't know what that means.
Well, Digital Evan's going to be my official driver pretty soon, so
that means get all the shit out of the back seat so you can sit back there.
No, I did actually. It's all cleaned out. Actually, it's quite amazing.
So you could actually have a date in that thing one day. Okay, cool.
What?
So you can actually have a date in that thing one day. Awesome.
I could, but
No. Screw that. Hold up. As all of you know, me and Hans Star hung out this weekend, and we went for a ride and had a great ride. Beautiful weather. We couldn't ask for a better day. Unlike Chris, that if you go visit him, he's going to try and kill you.
I'm not going to try to kill you.
Just put your life in a lot of danger.
No,
I can't control the idiotic drivers. I can't. I'm going through Apache area, so it's going to cut out here in a second, but I can't. Listen, a lady literally was side by side with me and decided to try to come in my lane. And I'm like, what can I do about that? Women drivers.
I am seriously considering doing a live stream where I'm driving down to Phoenix and I just have my phone on the entire time. I'm seriously considering that because holy shit, interstate traffic is a nightmare. I mean, I thought city traffic was a nightmare, but interstate traffic it's a joke, man.
Well, you asked JJ. I'm on my phone quite a bit during streams, it seems. I'd love to do an all night drive stream or something like that.
Yeah, ain't no joke because we got the chaos list tomorrow night, and I guarantee you by the time Chris comes in, he's gonna have to turn right around, get in his car, and go get Ethan.
Yep, it'll be close to. It's about an hour in, and I have to turn around and come back to go get him, and then hopefully that'll be done soon. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, as long as the insurance quote that he gets is less than $300,
hey,
which it should be.
Chris, can he hear me right now? Okay.
Yes, he can.
All right. Listen, would you rather me call you Chris Jr. or Ethan?
If you called me Chris Jr., it pisses him off too.
So instead of me being pissed off by myself, let both of us be pissed off. That's always great.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Well, thank you for driving, Chris Jr.
Well, listen, he is not Chris Jr. My ex-wife, his mom, who I will be kind as to not say anything bad about right now in front of them.
Hold up, Chris.
She changed his name because she wanted every kid to have a C or a K sound.
What you doing, Bebe? No, you can't. my armpit.
I know he's not Chris Jr., but unless you just want to reveal his real name, Chris Jr. it is, because that's your son.
His name, the name I call him, is Julian, after Julian Lennon.
Okay.
That's what I named it. I picked that name out, and then she tacked on my name on it. And I told her then, I was like, no. And you don't understand the problems here, because I had his birth certificate changed to reflect how his name's supposed to be, and they still didn't get it right. So now that his name on his birth certificate and his license and his voting registry is all the exact same as mine.
Wow.
Because of their mother.
I mean, I got 3 middle names.
Yes, he does have 3 middle names.
That must be a bitch to sign.
Well, he doesn't even sign. He writes. He doesn't have a signature.
I printed.
Don't do them legal documents. You don't want to sign those.
Well, he can still just print it. They don't mind.
Yeah.
Chris, teach that boy some. Teach that boy.
I know. I need to get him. Like some 5th grade cursive training program.
Well, you see, here's the problem. Back when him and my mom got divorced, right?
Watch the road.
I'm not driving anymore. We're at my house.
Okay.
No, you're at his house.
Back when they got divorced, and I went into 3rd grade, I went to 4 different.
Four different
elementary schools. And only at one of those, which was the 3rd one, they taught cursive. And I fell asleep during all of those classes. I actually hit my head once. They sent me to the nurse.
Anyways, I don't know. My kids' godparents. One of them is from L.A., like Compton area, and the other is from Hawaii. So I asked her to give them Hawaiian names, and they're both based off of music. Yours is Kenny Aloha, which is Kamialoi, which is I want to say it's a bringer of music in Hawaiian.
What was the first?
So, hold on.
Yeah, you cut out during the first name. What was the first name?
My Wi-Fi kicked in. The first name was Kamialoha, which is lover of music, and then Keegan, my youngest, his name in Hawaiian is Kamialoi, which is bringer of music.
Cool.
So, they both have names that are attached to the Beatles. My youngest has a middle name of James, and James is actually Paul McCartney's first name. And then Julian, which I wanted it to be his first name. Julian is, of course, Julian Lennon. So, So I mean, it's a lot, but I'm trying to remember if I don't think the Hawaiian is actually on their birth certificate, but I have to go back and find out. I got to go figure this out, because when we went to go vote early, that was a pain in the butt, because I thought I was going to have to figure out some other way to get it done, because originally we were told we had to get them notarized, but we were able to get them done by the election board people. So that was good, because both of our IDs say the same thing. Both of our IDs are at the same address. It's like, yeah, it's maddening, and it's like my ex-wife constantly coming back to haunt me.
You know, I grew up in South Central. I am actually curious about if I knew your ex.
Oh, no, I don't. No, she didn't live there.
Oh, she didn't? Okay.
No, my kids' godparents. One
your
is
godparents.
from South Central. Yeah, one is from South Central. He went to school with Marcia Griffiths, and I'm trying to remember a few other people. And then their godmother is full-blooded Hawaiian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they were kind of like my surrogate parents. So, so the reason why I got kind of flustered the other week, JJ, about Anzo's question at the last second was my views. I talked to these two people about them, and they don't have any issues with them. They understand exactly where I'm coming from, but they're like my parents.
Right.
I mean, and not to say anything about it, but him being black, he was just as much a father as my own father was. He was the father that would let me drink, but he wanted me to stay there. He's like, no, you're sleeping your ass on the couch. I could smoke there when I used to smoke. He would let me do those things, but he also held me accountable for a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
So he was my surrogate father. I mean, he was the cool father, but still he knew how to handle situations better than my dad did. My dad was my dad. I wasn't going to listen to him the same way. But so, I mean, he's a real important person to me. So, we talk about a lot of this stuff, but we're eye to eye on everything. I mean, I don't like getting in those conversations because I know the first thing that people are going to say is, oh, well, look at you. You're the token white boy and all that. And it's like, I hate that because it's like, if you knew how I grew up and the people I grew up around, you probably wouldn't say that. I mean, I'm not black, so no, I don't know every problem that people have, but yeah, it bothers me sometimes to go into that. All right, man, I got to get off of here. I got to go get tomorrow's stream ready. And I'll see you tomorrow night, JJ.
Yeah, man. All right, take care, Chris. Thank you for coming in.
See you later, Chris.
Well, thank you for having me as always, JJ. I appreciate the invite, man.
Always a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, everybody else, have a good day. Thank you guys for all the support that you guys do give me. I do appreciate that. And Shaq, I want to say something. Your videos that you do with the music,
Yeah.
you're singing, I love them. They're great. You keep doing what you're doing because it's a great thing.
Absolutely.
So I want to let you know that because I don't talk to you all that often, but I do want you to know that. Okay.
Thank you.
And LDG,
yes, sir.
You're pretty good at intros.
Thank you.
All right, guys, take it easy. All right.
Right. See you later, Chris.
Catch you later, dude.
Later, peace.
What the hell you doing? LDG.
Still working on the motion tracking to put Jedi's face on top of the Terminator.
You only have an hour and a half, man. Are you gonna be able to do it?
I don't know. I'm trying, bro. Hey, if I don't get it tonight, then I'll get it tomorrow. I'll get it by tomorrow. It'll be up this week. I know that for a fact. I found an easier way to track. Because it's different. Usually when I have something I can track, I have like an outline. I really don't have an outline. I got to do this by eye. So I'm tracking it using a single square. It's easier to place over the nose. And then I can easily take that, those keyframes and copy them over Jedi's nose. So Jedi's face just goes perfectly on top of his nose.
It looks like you know.
Then I can work with knows what I'm doing.
Are you gonna be able to make him blue enough to fit into the scene, or
I'm gonna work on
stand out?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Actually, it might look funnier if I don't. We'll see. I'll do a couple versions and see what he likes. And so the first thing is the X and Y coordinates. Then it's the tilt. Then it's the size. Then it's then it's the graphics. So you got to do one thing at a time. If I do everything at once, then if I screw up, I got to do it all over again. So that's the time. This is why graphics take this in movie productions, because they do the same exact thing. Now, sometimes if I had normally what I would do if I was filming Arnold Schwarzenegger, he would have a little ball taped to his nose, and that would eliminate this entire process.
Right.
Because then I could just track the ball and it's game over. So I have to manually track a 2-dimensional image and do it frame by frame. There's 30 frames a second, and we're looking at so this one scene right here is let's see here, it's 1 minute to this one little section is 5 seconds, so that's 5 times 30 frames just for this one little section of him standing up. So
it was amazing watching you actually do master CCDV, and these are both still frames.
Yeah, it's just one frame, right? Dude, I really did a good job masking your face into there and matching the tone. And I mean, it really looks like
It
you're
is
in there.
absolutely brilliant. And I really do look like my brother. That's the problem.
I had fun working on that. Totally.
It's funny. If my brother just put on a suit and stood inside a TARDIS, he would actually look like that.
Gaming or what? What's up, man? Thanks for joining me. I see you. You said you're on Destiny 2 right now. Yeah,
People still play Destiny 2?
Yeah, man.
I want to play with my mom.
I gave up after the first one. I bought the second game, played it for about 15 minutes, and said, "Check, please."
Yeah,
But that's me.
Yeah, it would take me too long to reinstall it because all in all,
That's a big game.
Yeah, well, it's big plus all the add-ons for it because they're still adding to it. Something tells me we're going to get Destiny 3 sometime next year with with the Series X and the
I just felt
PS5.
Destiny was too slow. Like your character's movement, and you felt like your character was in mud, moving around slowly.
Well, usually games are like that. They
Aaron,
you have to start on building blocks, work your way up.
It's just a couple of our
But
dogs.
then there's games like Warframe where your character it's all about moving fast and like speed runs.
Puppy, 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 puppy,
So
puppy.
it's essentially the same game, just a slightly different skin and thing. It's likely.
Sounds like one of your dogs has got a boyfriend.
No,
Yeah.
it's just baby girl and her kid. Her baby there. They're just play fighting.
Yeah, gaming or excuse me, gaming or what? I'm in the middle of playing Star Wars Squadrons right now, so yeah.
I can't even play that. I can't play anything that you guys are playing.
Trust me. If you can play older games, you can play this because what it is it's a dressed up, prettier version of the Windows 95, 98 X-Wing series.
I'll just log down on my computer. My what do they call it? My components don't match.
No, I'm telling you from back in that day, even your computer can run the Windows 98 and 95 and 98 version of it.
Yeah.
Check how much hard drive space have you got? Just roughly.
Let's see.
More than 100 gigs.
I got only 272 at the moment. Whoa.
That's not too bad. That's how much free space you've got?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Do you know what sort of processor and RAM you've got?
I have 6 RAM. I also have 6 gig of RAM. I also have now the problem is my video chip. It's not that good. It's an Intel HD. So it's not an Nvidia or anything else
Yeah,
like that.
it's on board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the built-in. Do you use it like an i5 or
I have an i5. I have a Core i5.
So it's not too bad. It's a little bit low in the RAM, but generally speaking, not too bad. I mean, something like Destiny 2 would really struggle. Warframe might be able to handle it, but those old Windows games like that, that shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, because the X-Wing series, each game is not even a gig because most hard drives back then wasn't even a gig.
No,
so
they
it wasn't a large game. And your processor speed and your RAM and even the video chip is equivalent enough to play something like that.
Yeah.
And they sell them on Steam. I don't know if you got a Steam account.
I have Steam, but I don't know how much they are.
They're not a lot. They're really not a lot. I've seen them on sale for like $4 or $5. They're not really a lot. At most 10. If you really wanted to see what Squadrons was like,
I've seen it.
That's what it is. It's a dressed up version with better graphics than of the X-Wing series.
Wow.
That's exactly what it is, with a very short story to it. They said on a straight playthrough, you could finish the story in probably in 3 or 4 hours.
Jeez, wow.
Yeah, it's mainly a multiplayer based game.
Oh, okay. Kind of like Battlefront.
Yeah. Gaming. Squadrons is a beautiful game. I'm still getting into it myself. I'm playing it mission by mission. Because I'm always on YouTube somewhere. But yeah, so far I'm liking the way it's looking, even handling. I story wise, so far so good. I don't know what the end result's going to be, but yeah, and it's a cheap game, man. It's $40, so it's not bad for $40.
That's not bad, no.
No, not for a brand new game. No. Oh. All right, guys. I'm at the 2-hour and 30-minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and start shutting this thing down. Chris, what you got going on, man? Anything?
What have I got going on? I've got on a Thursday night. One week we do like a game show where we have all puns and jokes and stuff, and the other week is a Let's Watch. I believe this Thursday is going to be the game show, and then next Thursday is the Let's Watch, and then the one after that will probably be our late night game show. So this is the last one we do before we do a late night show, where all the previous rules of what you're not allowed to make jokes about and say go out the window, and I'm hoping we will even have Snowdub come in on that one.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Awesome. And that's when? The week after next, or
That's the week after next. This week is
the panel game.
It's just a normal panel games, and then the week after that is Let's Watch, where we're doing Legion, and then the week after that is Up Late panel games.
Awesome. Mr. CCDB, what you got going on? Anything?
This Wednesday at 6 Central will be Hinduism for the spiritual stream. Of course, lots of karaoke going on Thursday night, Saturday night. And then Acts chapter 7 is on Sunday morning. I will most likely do another pain stream Thursday morning. So we can get together and talk about our pain so that we can unburden the rest of the week with just jokes and fun stuff that we usually do.
Awesome. And also, every once in a while, you can be found on the soup or even on short attention span theater on Sundays.
The waiting room.
Yeah. My stream, which thank you again for coming.
I will put out some more cooking videos. I just don't know when. The next one, of course, is going to be teaching you guys how to do sourdough bread. So
hey, dude, you can't rush perfection. So just take your time with it.
Looks pretty good.
I will start recording Memoirs of a Pogue again. I know I've only got 2 volumes out there. Trust me, I will get more volumes of Memoirs of a Pogue out there. I will.
And awesome. And Aaron, what you got going on? Anything? Nothing?
Not at the moment, no.
Any idea when you're gonna post that cover?
Probably until I can get my mom to record some footage from our game.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Because my laptop can't do it, so.
Well, yeah. But yeah, that I like that. It was a beautiful song. And I'm gonna use it also.
Okay.
Once it goes up, because I did Mad World this evening.
Okay.
And last and definitely not least, the man, the myth, the computer legend, LDG Pixels.
Yo, what's going on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to let my video speak for itself. Hey guys, LDG Pixels here. You have issues with your computers? Have any IT questions? Come join us at YouTube at LDG Pixels. That's on YouTube, LDG space Pixels. I'm live. I'm here to help. Tech news, nerd chat, help you fix up your computer free.
Cool.
And if you want to turn it up to 11, you can join us on Pixelate, where I host a waiting room, guaranteed to be slightly better than watching paint dry, waiting for someone cooler to stream, where you will find it.
Over 9,000!
Thank you very much, everybody.
And with that being said, I want to thank everybody in the chat for showing up. I want to thank everybody on the panel because, like I said earlier on in the beginning, there was a lot of great people streaming tonight, and you guys chose to watch me. And I deeply appreciate that. Everybody on the panel, thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging out. And until then, I'll see everybody next week for another randomness at its finest. Y'all take care now.
You too.
Later, everybody.